Recessions don't hit everyone the same. Some people feel it first and they feel it hard. So the question is, where do you stand? See, it's not just about income, it's about habits, mindset, and how prepared you really are. The same patterns that seem harmless during boom times are the first ones to crumble when things go south. Stick around, and I'll tell you about the people who lose first in a recession. Number 1, overspenders. It's not just low and middle income earners who feel the squeeze during a recession. Overspending catches people across the board. A recent Business Insider survey found that even high-income individuals often struggle when their wealth is tied up in volatile assets instead of accessible cash. And that's the danger. If your lifestyle depends on constant high spending, a downturn can pull the rug right out from under you. Habits are hard to break, especially when the economy forces a sudden shift in your routine, and overspending can quickly lead you down a dark financial path. The problem is that overspenders run their way through their emergency funds. That means they have no financial cushion when there's a sudden drop in income or unexpected expenses. And that opens you up to missed payments, debt accumulation, and financial stress. So what can you do? Well, it's pretty straightforward. Make a budget, keep track to where your money is going, and cut down on the impulse purchases. But to truly make this work, you need to take care of this next thing as well. Number 2, emotional decision makers. Living through a recession is not exactly your average Monday. Economic uncertainty fuels anxiety, and many people make financial decisions based on emotions rather than logic during downturns. We're talking panic selling investments, splurging, and withdrawals from retirement savings, and those decisions can be financially devastating. There are plenty of people who regret selling stocks or crypto after a market dip. Ask everyone, and they'll tell you that they wish they could go back in time. So what can you do? Well, you can stop letting your emotions take over. Develop a disciplined financial plan and stick to it, even during volatile times. But do you know what's even more important than keeping your head on? Settling your debt before the storm sets in. Number 3, people in debt. Unfortunately, people in debt are in the same boat. Debt multiplies during a recession, so anyone with high-interest credit cards, personal loans, or adjustable rate mortgages is looking at rising costs and payment pressures. Not to mention, finding jobs is harder, which means there's a low chance of you riding out the storm. And so lowering debt before a downturn is the best financial decision you can make for yourself. According to Bankrate's 2025 credit card debt survey, 48% of US cardholders carry a balance from month to month, which can quickly become unmanageable if economic conditions worsen. So what can you do? Well, before you double down on savings, take out the time to pay high interest debts. If you have multiple outstanding credit card debts or loans with high interest rates, you can look into consolidating debt with a fixed rate personal loan. The best strategy, according to Shank Saavedra, founder and CEO of Save My Sense, a personal finance education platform, is to have at least 1 month of living expenses saved in your emergency fund. Then, you can start by paying down the debt with the highest interest rates, 10% and above, so you pay the least interest over time. And that brings me to my next point. Number 4, overly specialized workers. I've got bad news for you. People with highly specialized skills or in niche industries often face greater risk in recessions. See, the thing is, when companies cut, they don't see the need for overly specialized workers. No one wants to deal with the headache of transfers. Besides, why would companies be interested in keeping highly skilled employees when the demand does not exist? From where you're standing, it seems like an inevitable curtain call, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can change that simply by carving out 30 minutes every week to focus on building new skills to help you stand out to employers. Do this while you're employed, and you're giving recruiters the perfect package. Lisa Countryman Quiroz, CEO of JVS Bay Area, a workforce development nonprofit, said it best. It doesn't matter where you are in your career or in the workforce, it's absolutely critical that you build skills around technology, especially AI, critical thinking, collaboration, and communication. So learn that skill and brush up on that resume. At the same time, don't forget to keep track of your assets and cash. Number 5, asset rich, cash poor, business owner. One of the less obvious but critically vulnerable groups in a recession is those who are asset rich, cash poor. The list can include those who hold wealth in illiquid assets like property, equipment, or inventory, but have limited cash on hand. During a recession, you're not going to find a lot of buyers for your assets, so that means you'll be low on cash. Not to mention the overall cash flow dries up as well, which adds to your plate. Even if by some stroke of luck you do find a buyer, chances are you'll be forced to sell at criminally reduced prices. The best advice to avoid this situation is to maintain cash reserves and explore asset-based financing options. You should also be serious about setting up an emergency fund. Ideally, it should cover at least 6 months of expenditures. At the end of the day, recessions reveal financial vulnerabilities, and you don't want to wait for an economic downturn to expose yours. Assess yourself and make the right moves before it's too late. This is how it starts. One smart move at a time. Hit the next video and keep building the life you deserve. Take care, my friend.